Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, November 7th. So, with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co hosts my Icy Chili, my Libra Queen, my Gorgeous Moon, and my Slayanka. Hey, ladies.
What's up?
Hey,
Good
Welcome.
morning.
Yes, and I want to give a friendly reminder. So, starting Monday or our next show, we are going to be doing our hot tea cold cash giveaway. Starting
Cold cash for that ass.
cold cash for that ass, honey. Just for supporting me through this podcasting journey. So I just wanted to give back in any way that I can. And you all should see here in on slide two the poster for the campaign. For more information about the giveaway, please go to auntiederik.com/hot tea cold cash. But to reiterate, how you get entries, and you'll be able to get multiple entries on a daily basis. So you RSVP, you share my show on your social media and use the hashtag Auntie Derek. You attend a live show and stay for the entirety. And then to stay up with me, subscribe to me on auntiederek.com. So go to auntiederek.com and hit that big old green subscribe button. And we will be giving our 10 lucky winners $100 per week starting next week. So I am so excited about this giveaway, y'all.
Me too.
Yes. But so again, we start that Monday. And for more information on the giveaway, hit up that website, auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. All right. So we have some cold cash for the ass, and we have some wonderful tea that we can just jump right into, honey.
Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
let Quinn, the Libra Queen, say it today. What time is it, Quinn?
Quinn, you there?
oh, it's tea time.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm like every time I do that, they don't be there. Like, what's going on here?
It's tea time. It's tea
Oh,
time. Cheers.
okay, okay.
Well, we like to start off with the latest Diddy news, if there's any, and there is. So
Damn, every day.
yes, honey, and he just celebrated his 56th birthday on November 4th. I
Oh, did
totally forgot
he?
about that. And he celebrated his 56th birthday at Fort Dix. So we actually know what he had for his like what he had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on his special day
How
at
we
Fort
know
Dix.
this? Who telling?
Well, we have all hip hop is the one who let us know. And,
Mm.
and it starts off by saying Sean Diddy Combs spent his 56th birthday on Tuesday, November 4th, eating navy beans and green vegetables inside the Federal Correctional Institution of Fort Dix in New Jersey. A stark departure from the champagne soaked parties that once defined his life. Former Bad Boy Records head, known for lavish celebrations and luxury, marked the occasion with standard issued prison meals. According to People, facility meal schedules indicate that breakfast began around 6:30 a.m., featuring cereal, fruit, and bread topped with margarine.
What were we
Lunch,
just talking about, margarine and butter?
He couldn't
Not
even get real butter.
margarine.
they can't even get real butter, honey.
I ain't heard. Oh boy, I didn't know there was.
Lunch was served between 11 a.m. and noon, and it offers chicken parmesan or chickpea burger, accompanied by sides of pasta and marinara sauce and spinach, garlic bread
Yum.
or yes, honey, garlic
It
bread.
sounds real healthy. Mm.
Mm-hmm. They get garlic bread or whole wheat bread was on deck, along with fruit or dessert item. And
Oh,
then it
see, he
says
all right.
dinner. So dinner wrapped today with cheese pizza or a second helping of navy beans, paired with Italian.
I'm sorry.
Paired with Italian pasta salad, green beans, and a basic garden salad with dressing options. Oh, well, that's nice. They give them
Mm-mm.
options.
Mm-mm.
He
Mm-mm.
said a second helping of baby beef. I am just done.
Been the boss on the beans.
Not
Beans,
even no
beans.
meat on the cheese pizza. Oh my god.
Cheese
They
pizza, honey.
healthy.
I
Look,
love cheese pizza. Not too much on cheese pizza. I love it, but I
we
will
like a
take it.
cheese pizza, but you ain't got no
But
option. Look, Till
uh,
said, damn, they can't even get no pepperoni.
Can't get no
How you know it's
pepperoni.
bad?
I bet that shit wasn't even real cheese neither.
Probably not.
Ew.
And the thing
Ew.
is, because
Don't
what's
say
gagging me is that they had cheese pizza or a second helping of navy beans. They couldn't even do like you couldn't do both. I could have maybe put some beans on top of the pizza, honey, and made some work, but no, mm-mm. But
Mm-mm.
This is why I don't believe in going to jail or prison. Amen.
amen,
Okay,
amen.
that
That
part.
part. Well, Diddy, who was convicted in July on two federal counts of transporting individuals for prostitution, began his 50-month sentence at Fort Dix after being moved from Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center on October 30th. His legal team had raised concerns about the conditions at the Brooklyn facility and requested access to substance abuse treatment programs. The transfer placed the hip hop mogul at Fort Dix, a low security prison about 40 miles from Philadelphia, on a military base. There, he now lives in dorm style housing with other inmates. The commissary offers limited comforts, including $1.07 cheesecake squares, $1.30 honey buns, and $2.85 Pop Tarts. Uh, and then it says one item missing from the menu is applesauce, something Diddy was
Ew.
known to enjoy on his cheeseburgers during his time outside, according to court testimony. Remember, we talked about that.
He already had a jail food appetite. Oh, so he knew he was gone. Cause what the
Mm-hmm.
Applesauce
hell?
on cheeseburgers.
Yes,
Wow.
girl,
What
You
that
know,
was
I
his
be
the?
trying
jam.
not to judge. I be trying not to judge, but
That
I be judging.
sound nasty.
I'm judging.
Well, his attorney, Alexandra Shapiro, filed an appeal on October 20th. On Monday, November 3rd, U.S. Circuit Court Judge Beth Robinson approved an expedited review. Oral arguments are scheduled for April of 2026. Diddy's projected release date is May 8th, 2028, however. An early release remains possible with good behavior. Mm-mm. Will you enjoy that cheese pizza, boo? And or did y'all think Diddy chose the pizza or the navy beans?
I don't
Which
know.
one?
Well, I just found out he put applesauce on his fucking burgers while he was
You
out. So
you
shit,
get
I don't know. Navy beans, he like torture. I don't know.
you get both. If you didn't want the pizza, you got an extra helping of beans, but you get the pizza and the beans.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh,
That's
well
what it
then,
sounded like it said to me.
oh.
If you didn't want the pizza, you could have an extra helping of beans.
So we have a comment. I hope he ate shit for his birthday, and then I hope there was shit on both.
Okay.
I love it, honey. Well, our next story, honey. Let's talk about some messy straight people business with Cardi B and Offset, honey.
Mm.
Child, it is. Oh my God.
I learned
She.
something today, so I want to see what you finna say.
Well, this is about Offset, really, because y'all will see here by way of all hip hop. Offset reportedly rejects Cardi B's $10 million divorce offers and demands half of
Oh,
everything she has, honey.
oh, please.
Yes, that was right along the lines. But then I heard he upped it to 70%.
Oh,
I don't
come
know
on.
how true that is, but bitch, you done bumped your fucking head.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
being stupid now.
Well, it says the rumors are getting deep. Offset isn't ready to walk away quietly from his marriage to Cardi B. According to reports, the Migos rapper turned down a $10 million settlement offer from his estranged wife, insisting he deserves 50 or possibly 70%, according to information we got from Moon, of their combined assets. A source reportedly close to the situation told All Hip Hop Offset feels used. He built that brand with her. Now he wants his cut. Yikes. The couple, who married in 2017 and shared three children, have faced years of ups and downs. We're getting down to the wire. Cardi has completely moved on and has been very public. The latest development adds another layer to the mess. Cardi's camp is reportedly gearing up to fire back with receipts showing that she earned her fortune on her own terms. She's been hustling since day one insider argued. It sounds like Cardi isn't going to share financial records and business documentation to prove. I'm sorry, it sounds like Cardi's going to share financial records and business documentation to prove she had her own. For the record, neither Cardi nor Offset has spoken publicly about the alleged settlement dispute, but that hasn't stopped social media. This could get messier if things go to court. This isn't just about love anymore, we're talking millions. Hell, this breakup might be louder than any of their hits. The men are rooting for Offset, but I have money on Cardi. Mm-mm,
He did not build her brand.
at all. Like literally at all.
You barely helped build Migos. But to talk about you built her brand, bitch, you done lost your ever loving mind.
And we have a
The,
comment for a motherfucker who cheated the whole marriage, the nerve. And women should be talking about prenups. Wake that the fuck up, honey. Wake it
wake
up.
it up. Look, she should have been on a prenup. She really should have. Um, protect your assets, women. Men do. Men do it all the time. Protect your
Hmm.
assets. Fuck these motherfuckers. Man, he has the audacity of a white woman. And I mean, and he's using it too, honey. The
Hmm.
audacity.
I don't know about y'all, but I was introduced to Cardi B what was this like back in 2017? This was even before
Before
Love and Hip Hop.
Offset.
Hmm.
Before, well, I guess Migos had been out. But she was already Cardi B by the time they got together.
Oh, a comment. I've been following Cardi since 2014. See, Cardi been B, honey. So,
Yes, people who watched her on Instagram when she was stripping. Then that transitioned to people watching her on Love and Hip Hop, and then when she left that, then Bodak Yellow, and she been out here and y'all got me out here defending celebrities and millionaires. Y'all ain't even getting their fucking money. Oh, I'm sick of this shit.
White was the reason.
okay. Well, honey, speaking of protecting assets, so it look like women are not the only ones who need to hear that message, honey. Because remember how we talked about David Geffen and Donovan Michaels, honey? His
Oh, they
Yes.
still going at it? Shit.
baby still going at it. And when I tell you, Donovan Michaels also has the audacity of a white woman, honey. When I
Mhm.
say this story had me cracking up. So y'all see, I just shared this TMZ article. David Geffen's estranged husband says $50,000 per month is not enough.
Huh? In what world?
For somebody who
Baby,
ain't never had no money, that's not enough.
when I tell you I was gagged, and it gets even funnier. So David Geffen's estranged husband says the mogul's trying to cheap out on spousal support, alleging David's only offering a fraction of what he spent in a month while they were married. David Armstrong, also known as Donovan Michaels, filed documents Thursday in which he claims Geffen's trying to aggressively limit Armstrong's access to temporary and permanent spousal support. Armstrong objects to Geffen's request that he only pays spousal support for a few more months. He points out David's worth a whole lot of dough, 8.9 billion according to Forbes. And Armstrong says he has firsthand knowledge that Geffen still works as a venture capitalist, high-level investor, and power broker, despite Geffen's claims that he's now retired. It all comes down to dollars, and a whole lot of them. Armstrong adds, because $50,000 a month isn't nearly enough, especially since Armstrong says Geffen spent more than $3 million every month on living expenses while they were together. And Armstrong believes he has the right to keep living that same lifestyle, which he can't do on the 50 grand Geffen's offering.
No, right. Oh,
Also, Armstrong teams alludes to some alleged harm Geffen caused him, writing in legal docs that Geffen solicited Donovan when he was a vulnerable young foster care graduate and thereafter perpetuated physical, emotional, and psychological harm on him. In Geffen's reply, his legal team, led by Disso Queen Laura Wasser, argues he's already paid Armstrong $400,000 since they separated, and he's allowing Armstrong access to his $15,000 a month New York City apartment rent free. Geffen also says he's working hard to settle this divorce while accusing Armstrong of seeking to delay a resolution from their split. Geffen filed for divorce in August after less than 2 years of marriage, a shocking split given the two men did not enter into a prenuptial agreement. Armstrong filed a civil suit against Geffen back in May, though he dropped it last month. His lawyer, Brian Freeman, told us they would seek to resolve the financial conflicts in mediation.
That is crazy. 50K isn't enough. You know, I just
that's people's
I
that's
just hire me a
people's
I'd
yearly
hire a hitman.
salary.
I'd hire a hitman. Fuck that shit.
This is how it happens. This is how it happens.
Make it look
But
like
you
an
know what?
accident.
David, he should have known better. First of all, he
Mhm.
should
Well,
have
he
known
should have.
better.
Yeah, he too rich for
But
that.
yeah, you too rich. But the audacity,
Audacity.
and then try to play victim. Like he took advantage of me. You a whole ass scammer. What do you mean? Oh my
Living
god.
in a luxury home for free, and 50K ain't enough.
And talk
Uh,
about David spent 3 million a month, so that it ain't you didn't spend it. He spent it,
Make it
and you don't.
enough.
and how long were
Bitch,
they married? About 3 weeks?
I think, well, not even a year, or I think a little bit over a year or something like that, I believe, if I remember correctly.
and he talking about he
Right.
deserved.
That is crazy.
It ain't you ain't got enough dick to deserve what you asking for. You ain't even got enough.
Look, maybe he do, honey, because but
No, he
clearly
don't.
David didn't sign a prenup, so maybe he was so
See?
digmatized that
He
Right?
was now. I will say he was digmatized, but he got You know what happens when you get undigmatized? You come to your senses and you be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I was tripping.
Mhm.
I was tripping. You right. You ain't getting this money, fool."
Mm.
And he got money to outlast little buddy there. Just you living for free and you getting 50, and it's not taxed. Like spousal support is not taxed money.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't think it is. I think you get that. Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's taxed.
and
You
so
can have
you get
you
50,000 untaxed dollars and you living in New York for free. I know you fucking lying. And I'm sure he got credit cards that he's using that David ain't even collected. Like,
Mhm.
are you see, that's what happens. Greed be taking you motherfuckers out. Greedy motherfucker.
That is a scamming ass straight man, honey. What happened is he was playing gay with David for a couple of years, and I guess he feels like he's entitled to that. I think he feels like that's his greatest performance because I'm sure because we
Now
learned
he a
that he had a
straight man,
girlfriend.
Auntie. How he become a straight man?
He because remember when we talked about the story first, he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend, well, I think ex girlfriend spoke
Oh.
out or something like that.
Oh, really? No, I missed that story. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, that is a
nah.
scamming straight man, honey. Allegedly, allegedly.
Well, don't sound alleged to me. Don't, but allegedly.
Well,
Allegedly.
speaking of more scamming straight men, honey, Antonio Brown, child. Uh, girl,
Mm, mm.
and
I sent you
trigger
that.
warning. Yes, honey, and y'all see that mug shot? Woo, child. Look at them yellow eyes, honey. Is it the liver or like?
It's
Oh,
all of it.
I don't know.
It's.
Some people have yellow eyes, but um, yeah,
mm,
I
I
think
don't
he's
know.
walking around with CTE,
I agree.
he is. He's mental
and
well.
If he's looked like that all his life, then that's not a problem.
I
But if
don't
that's
think so. I
a
don't think he
recent,
looked like that all his life.
if that's more recent, then definitely he needs to see a physician on.
Hmm. And y'all see, and thank you to both Moon and Chilla who brought the story to my attention. But y'all see, I just shared this TMZ link. Antonio Brown in custody for attempted murder, and the mugshot is released, as we can see here. And we've talked about this, but when we talked about this story, I think it was like a couple of months ago when it broke, and it was outside of Aiden Ross's one of his parties or something. And they
Okay.
detained him. They handcuffed Antonio Brown, but they didn't arrest him that night. But then we learned like more information. The guy said that he was like trying to run away or get away from. He had his back turned basically, and AB shot at him. But anyway, Antonio Brown is under arrest and back in the United States about 6 months after the former NFL superstar was accused of trying to shoot and kill a man at an Aiden Ross boxing event in Florida. TMZ Sports is told 37-year-old AB was extradited this week, with United Arab Emirates authorities shipping the retired wideout back to the States from Dubai, where he was allegedly attempted to evade the reach of the American legal system. We're told Brown was accompanied by federal agents to the New York metropolitan area, where he was turned over to local police. He is scheduled to be sent back to South Florida, where the incident went down. AB will likely be held at the Miami Dade Department of Corrections and charged with one count of attempted second degree murder with a deadly weapon. As we reported shortly after the mid-May incident, the alleged victim, and please forgive me if I mispronounce this, but Zul Kwarnane Kwame Nantambu told us Antonio snapped on him at the influencer boxing event and ultimately tried to shoot him with the handgun. Brown has been adamant that he was simply protecting himself from people who were trying to jump and rob him. Mm-mm.
Don't he know we friends with Dubai? What the fuck he
He not
you know?
he not smart. He
That
not smart at all.
not at
And
all. He hiding from the
no.
US in Dubai.
That's
CTE.
what I said.
Please.
I
CTE.
was
He also from South Florida, so you know.
Oh
Oh,
well. It
look, South
all
Florida
depends
people don't
on
come from us because she is from that area.
Okay,
She can say what she want to say about South
okay.
Florida,
Because
mm-hmm.
if
but
you know,
I
you know.
tend to agree because I lived in Florida, so she's right. The math is mathing,
Hmm.
and add a little CTE on that.
A lot of, and probably some other mental illness too on top of that. Because you can't tell me he not unhinged. Oh
And
Lord.
been that way for a minute.
Hmm.
mm-hmm. Well, speaking of more unhinged people, honey, Blueface.
Oh
Oh Lord.
shit. Let me go on mute.
Well, honey, Blueface disses Krishan, Jaden Alexis, and Angela for leaving him for dead. As y'all can see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. So, Blueface is out of prison and calling out names. Jaden Alexis, Krishan Rock, and Angela, who barely made it 5 minutes with him, for failing to hold him down while he was behind bars. So he put on Twitter, these are the three tweets. One says, everybody want to hold you down when you up, but nobody want to hold you up when you down. When you do time, you will never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they have dick and balls. I got out thinking I had a girlfriend, Angela, locked in, but I guess nothing is ever really locked in. So now I'm back on the prowl for something serious. Both of my baby mamas left me in prison, stranded for dead. If I wasn't out today, they still be fucking off. They will never get the chance to do that again. Don't let them run you off, ladies. Uh,
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. What I need you, women. If I see you with Blueface, honey, you the one of the dumbest bras out here. Y'all run, 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 run. And I'm surprised Miss Piggy left him for dead. And then now you claiming Krishan as your baby mama because when you was talking cash shit about the baby and he said I need a paternity test. You fucking now it's both my baby moms. Whew.
child.
Mm.
And it gets worse. But go ahead, Libra Queen.
Ooh, the audacity is going for the free, y'all. Audacity is going for the free. If we ain't lacking nothing else, if you
White
need some
woman
baby,
audacity.
we got audacity by the boatload. You know what I'm saying? Also, I just want him to be fucking for real. I need him because clearly he's not being fucking for real. Clearly he still got a little gel, jiggly going on. I don't know what the hell else. They say he gained a lot of weight. They say he wasn't doing nothing but eating. But how do you think that one, you want somebody to hold you down when you was dogging them out? That's crazy. Let them go and be better for themselves, right? However that looks for them. But also, you out here advertising yourself like you are somebody marketable, like somebody really wants you. You ain't got no money, first of all, sir. Right? You've been locked up.
Ain't that the 13 million? Don't he owe 13 million? I think
Listen, this
that's
is
all
what
he
I'm
worth
saying.
too.
He's not worth a damn for real in real life outside of his quote unquote name. And then you over here talking about something, don't let that run your way. You're coming with drama. Your baggage is on full display. Who is really gonna be who is really gonna be someone of substance because
We
you
gonna
want
see
something
it. We gonna
real?
see somebody.
Because you want something real, who's gonna do that? It's gonna be just like a little Cam Newton situation, but
Is
if
it?
they
Oh
like it, I love
God.
it.
Look, women, come on. I want better for us. Do better. You don't have to. Whatever he got. I'm sure it ain't even worth it. He finna be dirt broke anyway. Run, ladies. Do better. Do
Agreed.
better.
Go ahead, Slay Uncle.
Ain't no dick ever that good. I don't give a fuck how big it is. It's just not. It really is not. Not only that, but like Quinn said, like nigga, you was dogging them out when you weren't even in jail. You were literally sitting right next to these bitches, dogging them out next to them on camera. And I don't want to hear none of that shit. If he wasn't on Krishan's ass about not drinking, having that baby in her belly, and he come out looking like a weirdo, no, there's something going on. He's picking these dumbass bitches, so he's part of the problem too.
Well,
Like
yes.
I can't. I can't. Nobody is has gets an excuse. And I'm gonna tell you, if nothing else, I feel so sorry for the seeds that he's just leaving out there to be taken care of
Mm-hmm.
by these women. You know what I'm saying? And I will say, I don't really follow Alexis or whatever her name is or whatever his first baby mom's, but I feel like her kids are really good kids. Like that little boy is so sweet and so kind, and I'm gonna tell you, when I knew that nigga didn't deserve them kids, is he was on live one time because I had to get out of the group chat after a while, but he was on live and he asked his, I think, 6 year
5 year,
old
6 year
son
old.
if he was
Mm-hmm.
gay. Like, what kind of fuck
Mm-hmm.
shit is that? Like, bro, even if he was, why are you asking him that? And then you insinuated like that was a bad thing. So, of course, he said no because he just knew the way he was saying it wasn't good. So he was like, no. But, like, why would you even bring that up to your 5 or 6 year old kid? They don't even have an understanding about that. And then like there was a moment where he was leaving and his son didn't want him to leave, and he said, mommy's mean to me when you're not here because she's
Mm.
probably pissed off that that nigga ain't there and she's taking it out on the kids. Like, it's just, that's why I don't have no kids. I can't. It's just, why bring them into this world if you're not gonna fucking take care of them? Having a baby does not keep no nigga. It just
And I
doesn't.
keep saying this.
And
We are in
Krishan is a dumbass
2025.
bitch too, because you can't on Sunday go to Jesus, jump up and down for the Lord, and then on Monday be a stupid fuck bitch. I can't do it. I can't. And he's part of the problem too,
Mhm.
because you're allowing, you out of all these bitches on Love of Blue or whatever the fuck that was, you pick Krishan's old stupid ass. That bitch can't
Oh
even
man, she beat
spell.
up everybody else.
Fuck
She
out of
beat up the
here.
competition.
Like, get the fuck out of here. That nigga can't, that bitch can't even spell blue face. I can't. But you want to tattoo a nigga on your face though? Like,
Oh,
girl, no sense. Just no sense. And then this nigga want to be like, you don't hold me down. You didn't haven't held nobody. You haven't hold him up or hold him down. You don't
he
even
was beating
deal with your
Krishan's
own
ass on
kids.
TV.
Honey, listen, I cannot. So yeah, I'm not fucking with Blueface's fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga ain't on drugs. That's why he gained that weight.
Look, I mean,
Fat
he
dicks should not make
impregnated an
these bitches that
alcoholic
stupid.
who allegedly gave that baby fetal alcohol syndrome.
He looked like he got fetal alcohol syndrome.
Mm-hmm,
Have you
mm-hmm.
measured that little
Allegedly,
boy's face
allegedly,
to
we
his
want to be.
eyeballs and forehead and nose? That little boy got something, okay?
Yeah,
And that's no shade to him, but that's fucked up that these stupid ass fucking adults are doing this to these kids. That bitch knew what she was doing, drinking alcohol while
Mm-hmm.
pregnant on camera, talking about it's
mm-hmm,
orange juice. Bitch, fuck you.
mm-hmm.
Fuck you and
Um,
your pussy.
and
Ooh.
Stupid ass
Alexis,
bitch. I'm
and
mad.
this is all alleged, kind of. But last thing I want to say, Alexis is just like all them women. She had them kids thinking I was gonna keep that man around, and then mistreating the babies. There are so many women out there that have done this because they didn't really want kids. They just wanted the man, and then they thought the kid would keep the man. It's 2025, going to be 26. Babies in marriage don't keep a man. Hey, can we learn that? Can I hold your hand with a little napkin in between? Those things do not keep a man. Stop doing it.
Girl, I don't think. I mean, you can hold their hand with a napkin in between all you want to, honey. But I've been hearing the same thing. I've been hearing the same thing like since in the
But
'90s, and they
forever,
still out here
forever.
doing it.
And it's still in 2025, it's gonna be 26. You still having a baby thinking that that man is gonna stay. Girl,
Oh, this he gonna see this little bundle of joy, and it's gonna change him, girl. Y'all better get a puppy.
y'all be broke up before you even give birth. Child bye. Go
Right.
ahead, Quinn.
I also want to be an advocate for those same people to also leave said children with a baby daddy, and or also give those kids up for adoption. There are people who want children. Give them children up. You don't want to take care of them, give them up. Sometimes that is okay. It's gonna hurt a little bit on one end, but if they can get a better life, parents who actually want them, give them up. Stop being a fuck person because you're selfish and you're using it to get what you want and barely doing getting that. Give them kids up if you can't be a parent, or give them to their fathers. I advocate for women who are having children for men to never leave with the children. But that's just me and my audacity. If I have a child by man, he's gonna be left with his child. If we break up. But yeah, get them children up.
Y'all
That's
know
not
she's
fair.
strict. Y'all know she's strict. So please believe she meant that with her whole chest and soul. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Hammy. So and then this continues. It says, drama has been sky high since Blueface was released this week. Jaden threatened to beat up Krishan for being too close to her kids, but in a shocking turn of events, Blueface says Krishan was more of a ride or die than Jaden was. Blueface says he wasn't hung up on them sleeping with other people while he was locked up for 21 months, but he criticized Jaden for blowing the $90,000 he gave her for being more focused on experimenting with women than his well being. The Tatiana rapper also says he stopped speaking to Jaden on the inside after he asked for $50 to put on his commissary books, only for her to tell him it was her gas money. Despite Krishan being the better baby mama in his eyes, Blueface still ripped her and Jaden for leaving him for dead and not having a game plan for his incarceration. Angela told TMZ Hip Hop that she was planning the ultimate welcome home experience for Blue a few days before he was released, but now he's claiming that she's not fully locked in. Calling it dropping baggage, Blueface told DDG that he wants to fight Jake Paul and quit smoking and drinking for good. Mm, I
Wait,
guess
I'm sorry.
so.
Wait. That last sentence that you just said. Wait, what? Who wants to fight Jake Paul?
The Blueface, and he told that to
That
DDG.
if that nigga don't
Okay.
stop crying me a river, I don't give a fuck. I hope that nigga gets punched in the mouth on purpose.
Ooh.
It's a
Now, I
blind
don't
leading
want to
the
see no
blind of
black
fuck
dude. I
niggas.
don't
That's
care
crazy.
how trashy the black dude is. I really don't feel like seeing him get beat up by a trashier white boy. No, thank you. You're going to get beat now. And I ain't even saying this for Jake Paul. I'm sorry. But, boy,
It's the
you
blind
gonna get
leading the
beat up by
blind
this
for
white boy. I don't-
Hmm. And I'm sorry, Quinn. You said it's the blind. I didn't hear what you said after that.
it's the blind leading the blind for me, because why y'all fuck niggas hanging together and talking about exactly.
Okay.
When I heard fight, DDG, Jake Paul, that's what I heard. And I was like, that's why I got, who, what are we talking about here? What the fuck?
Hmm. Well, while we continue to
Imbeciles
talking
talking
about
to
trash
imbeciles.
rappers, oh, sorry, but go ahead.
Hmm?
I was saying imbeciles talking to other imbeciles.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I,
Yes, honey. Well,
I
speaking
can't
of
with DDG.
imbeciles, honey. Speaking of imbeciles, professional snitch Takashi 69. So, y'all see that I just shared here from All Hip Hop, and it's an exclusive. 6 9 asks judge for home detention, citing dangers in prison. I mean, and honestly, he's probably right because if he does get locked back up, honey, they're coming for his ass. But anyway, six
They
nine
haven't
is
yet, so I don't know.
no, they have, but he's been in solitary confinement. So, 6 9 is pleading for mercy from a New York federal judge after admitting he violated his probation by possessing cocaine, MDMA, and getting into another fight.
Lock him up.
Lock him up. Attorney Lance Lazaro urged
Mercy.
Judge Paul Engelmeyer to sentence the rapper to 6 months of home detention instead of 3 months in prison. Lazaro argued that Lazaro argued that jail time would be much more severe, difficult, and even dangerous for his client due to his notoriety and history as a high-profile government cooperator. The rapper's plea comes after he confessed to three violations of supervised release tied to his 2019 racketeering conviction: possessing of cocaine and MDMA, and a misdemeanor assault during a confrontation at a Florida mall. His attorney stressed the drugs were found in small amounts, just 0.0122 grams of cocaine and 5 MDMA pills, and that the complainant was the initial aggressor during the altercation, which resulted in no serious injuries. The letter also emphasized that 6 Nine's time behind bars is harsher than for most inmates because he must be kept in protective isolation. Due to Mr. Hernandez's classification, he always serves jail time segregated and fully isolated from other inmates. As a result, Mr. Hernandez is given extremely limited social interaction with other inmates and very little outside time to get fresh air and exercise, Lazaro wrote.
Oh,
Right. 6 Nine's recent troubles mark yet another setback in his attempt to avoid federal custody. In July, prosecutors said he admitted to keeping cocaine and MDMA at his Miami home and also failed multiple drug tests, including for methamphetamine. 6 Nine was caught traveling to Las Vegas without court approval and was involved in a physical altercation at a mall, further breaking his release terms.
Well, bitch, you want to
Prosec-
go back to jail? Fuck you.
clearly. Prosecutors previously dropped 2 additional charges involving firearms and fentanyl for lack of evidence, but his guilty plea on the remaining counts still placed him in violation of his supervised release. This is not his first strike. In late 2024, he spent 45 days in jail for failed drug tests and travel violations before being placed under home confinement. Judge Engelmeyer warned at the time that further missteps could lead to a 5 year prison term and lifetime supervision. The federal sentencing guidelines recommended 3 to 9 months in prison for each violation, but the final decision rests with Judge Engelmeyer, who will decide whether the embattled rapper will serve time or remain under house arrest.
mm-mm.
hmm Judge Ingmeyer already told his fucking ass. He said, "Listen, you get another misstep. It could lead to a 5 year prison term
Right.
and lifetime supervision."
And he keep fucking up, so and this begging for house arrest, because he be in danger and he'll be isolated, but he gonna always use that excuse. Lock him up.
Lock
Come
him
on,
up.
man.
Mm-mm.
It's him making this whole situation himself that is crazy for me, because the reason why you have to be incarcerated and be by yourself is because you run your motherfucking mouth, right? You talk all that shit, you think you hot shit, you talk all that shit, and then guess what, instead of standing on business, you go and run and snitch. So now, because you are labeled a snitch and you out in public, you have to be in a goddamn solitary confinement. But guess what, also you want special treatment to be outside to do the fuck shit that you're doing outside that's causing you to be inside. Baby, this is a wheel of fuckery that you made of your own making. And
Mm-mm.
if it was anyone else, if it was someone who looked like, a little tinted, a little bit more tinted, with a little bit more melanin, they would have locked him away and threw away the key. He getting too many chances for my liking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Too many chances to literally laugh in your face and say, "Oh, I did it," but hey, protect me, head assery. No, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
I agree with everything she said. Yeah, he did all this,
Same
and then
here.
get out, and then further fuck up. Like, boy, bye, bye, bye. Go to jail.
And we have a comment saying, "Kill him. That'll fix the problem." Oh my! Well, hey, you know what? If he go to jail, that's what they probably gonna do. Like honestly, it's they want his ass, honey.
Well, yeah, that's why you got to stay in isolation
You would think
because
his
he's
ass
snitch.
wouldn't be doing the shit that he was doing outside. Oh, I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not trying to.
You
No,
would think. You
you
would
would
think.
think. You would think. And then you on all these drugs, boy.
That's why they need to send him up in there. I don't care if he has to be isolated. Let him know he can't keep doing this and then begging for house arrest. No, no, no.
Judge
We
Engelmeyer,
strict
you know
around
what to
here.
do.
We strict around here
hmm
about that. And he could go to jail. Lock him up. Throw away the key.
Good riddance, honey.
It was just a little cocaine. The fuck?
And 5 MDMA pills. I mean, I couldn't
Only 5.
even get through the whole week with that.
Only 5.
I really was like, okay, okay.
Well, let's talk about some rappers with integrity, honey. When I tell you this story warmed my heart, and we need more like. So first of all, before I start reading this, have any of you ever heard of two rappers by the name of Armani White and Denzel Curry? Have y'all ever heard
No.
of them?
I know
Mm-mm.
Denzel. Shout out to South Florida. Shout out to Miami Dade. Yeah.
Hey, baby, let me tell you something about these two, honey. These upstanding. This is the kind of shit I like to see with my black straight men, honey. So there was a some homeless man that threatened some kids on the playground. So Denzel and Armani were playing like a friendly basketball game. It was a homeless man that threatened to kill some kids playing on the jungle gym, and baby, they packed his ass up out of there. They got his ass up out of there. This is the shit I like to see. So y'all
Mm-hmm.
see, I just shared this TMZ article. Denzel Curry and Armani White regulate man threatening to kill kids at a park. So, Denzel Curry and Armani White's friendly game of basketball was interrupted Thursday when the rap stars had to gang up on a vagrant sleazing around the park who was threatening to kill the kids. TMZ Hip Hop obtained video of the goaded collaborators at Plummer Park in West Hollywood from earlier this afternoon, I guess yesterday afternoon, rather. Draped in hooping gear, but heavily focused on the timeout they took to address a man sitting in the grass. Our tipster says the group had just finished playing horse when Denzel, Armani, and another player approached the man after hearing him scream at the children playing on the jungle gym, "I will kill all these kids and burn their fucking bodies." The group didn't take the threats lightly, especially after he replied with a crash out mentality that he would willingly go to prison. You can see the man bartering to stay put, but yet Denzel, Armani, and their homie had seen enough and refused to budge until he packed up his things and vacated the park. They also checked on the moms and the kids playing nearby. Definitely a wise decision on the man's part. Armani favors boxing, evidenced by his past training with Floyd Mayweather, and Denzel has been training in is that called Muay Thai, for almost a decade. So it sounds like martial arts or something like that. He was about to get his
Mm-hmm.
ass packed the fuck out.
Okay.
You said it
But
right, Muay.
Okay, thank you. Well, clearly, that man did not. And I'm gonna play like the little video clip that they have. It's only about, I think maybe 20, 30 seconds, but you'll just kind of see that altercation. Give me 1 second. They didn't hit him though, even though they fucking should have, to be honest. But they got his ass up out of there, and that's the important part. Let's just see. Shout out to these men, honey. Oops, sorry.
This is personal. It's not the kid, it's the mother.
No, no, no. I don't give a if it's a grandma. You gotta get the out of here with
All
that.
right, I'm leaving.
That other lady on the other side's recording. Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Alright.
I'm leaving.
Stop talking.
I'm leaving.
Roll. Stop talking to me, bro. Stop talking.
Down here.
Let's go. We let you relax. We let you chill. You gotta go.
You did what you gotta do. I'm proud of you, but then again, I'm
Bro,
doing
stop
what I
talking
got.
to me, bro.
Your ass out of there.
Hello, Buckle. Talking
Kids
about you
be
gonna kill some kids and burn their bodies. Are you, nigga? What?
kids be cracking me up. They just scream at the top of their at the top of their lungs for no reason. You heard that little scream in the back?
Uh huh.
They are so funny.
But baby, this is why, like when it comes to air signs, honey, particularly Libras and Aquarians, baby, they can't tell me nothing bad about y'all, honey. I'ma defend y'all with all my breath because it looks like Armani White is a Libra king and Denzel Curry is an Aquarius. So shout out to the air signs. But you see, it took them air. They were about to air his ass the fuck out.
Yeah, he got
No
on.
us.
Mm,
No us. That's all I gotta say. No us.
Yes.
he wasn't that crazy. You play
Mm-hmm.
crazy if you want to.
And we're gonna show you real crazy. And you know what? And what I'm going to do is go because I actually heard of a couple of songs by these gentlemen. I'm gonna go stream some more of their motherfucking music. Cause it did not say what I heard. I was like, once that Golden song had a bitch twerking. I was like, okay, okay. So I will be going to stream more of their music. And again, shout out to these men. Y'all. So do y'all remember? I don't know. Was it the other day? It was sometime this week when we talked about the Stranger Things stars, Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour, and there was a rumor that like she had to file like a bullying claim against him. It made it like a really hostile work environment. So after this story here is making me think that that was all just a PR stunt, honey. They were just playing in our faces, because like the when it comes to Stranger Things, even though the show still has lots of fans, a lot of those fans were really turned off because of the time that they had people waiting for the new episodes to come out, and also there's a few Zionists on that cast who even down to even Noah what's his name, Noah Schnapp, or however you say his last name. He was the one who was saying Zionism is sexy. But I just shared this TMZ article. Millie Bobby Brown talks special David Harbour amid feud rumors. So I think they just try to do that just to get people to watch. And you can even see they were just at an event. They were asking Millie Bobby Brown about the rumors, and so we just have a special, we're like a father and daughter. You will see it. So let's play this video here.
See you and David on this carpet together. Everybody, talk to me about how special that connection is, and really all these relationships you have formed in your formative year.
I obviously have a really special bond with David because we have a father-daughter relationship,
Right.
and we do every scene together.
Yeah.
And you'll really get to see that, in season 5. It's been so special to have him along the journey for me. Winona, the kids. I'm really honored to have played 11 and to have met such amazing people along the way.
In some ways, your childhood is so well documented.
I know, it's on Netflix, but most of my childhood is on Netflix at this
That's
point.
true.
Very, very honored.
I love it.
Hmm. Okay, so that's that. And then they had one of the producers, Sean Levi, or Levy, and he said that he addressed the rumors as well. So let's see what he has to say about it.
And finally, on a production note, news of a complaint between two stars on the show broke this week. How do you handle something like that on set and make sure everyone feels safe and respected?
Well, you just answered the question. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the job. You have to create a respectful workplace where everyone feels comfortable and safe. And so we did everything to build that environment. And we're proud of the fact that we did so. And, I've read a bunch of stories, and they range from wildly inaccurate to there's so much noise around it, but the truth is that we view this crew and this cast as family, and so we treat each other with respect, and that's always been bedrock.
Hmm. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. And you know who? I think this was just a PR stunt, and they playing in our faces. Because even when we went quick, because I think at the time when I told the first one, I think the only people who watched the show in the room at the time were me and Quinn, and
I
was
haven't
it
watched
me
it in a
and
while.
oh, it
Right.
might have been me and Moon then. And we were talking about, like, she was like, "Oh, you mean the father and the daughter?" And we couldn't believe what we were here, because they have so many scenes together. And what do you mean that he was bullying her? Like, the story just didn't make sense. And I'm starting to think there was a reason for that, because it was made up.
Look,
No.
I'm sick of PR stunts. I don't need a PR stunt. If we ain't gonna watch it, we ain't gonna watch it. Quit trying to do stupid shit and make
Is this
lies.
Hmm.
Millie Bobby Brown the same Millie Bobby Brown with Drake?
Yes, there's only one Millie Bobby Brown.
Hmm. The very same one, honey. So that's that on that, honey. And I see. I really, I'm like a really, my human rights activist, the human rights activist in me, honey. For standing in solidarity with Palestine. I'm just like, I'm okay without watching the final season. However, because I'm in this between a rock and a hard place. I feel like because I put so much of my time into the previous seasons, because I watched every last one of them. so so I'm like, well, shit, this is gonna be the final one. This is gonna be wrapping up the story. So I'm just, maybe, I guess I don't know, look on Twitter and see what people are
I
saying
mean,
about it. But
go
I
ahead and
just,
watch it just to end it, because you are putting yourself in harm's way going to go watch that show. So just get a final little closure and be done with it.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm a pirate it. I'm not gonna. Well, did I just say that on the recorded line? No, I'm
No,
not.
no, you didn't. You didn't.
When I said pirate, I meant like, "R, matey, give me your booty." Well, speaking of booty, speaking of booty, honey, Megan Thee Stallion. Do you? I mean, people are really not hiding that they just don't rock with that girl. They don't have a reason. They just don't like her. And what they're doing is trying to use Megan Thee Stallion to blame Clay Thompson, her new boyfriend, for getting benched. So y'all see, I just shared this all hip hop article. Clay Thompson benched. Mad fans blame Megan Thee Stallion. You- Girl. So Clay Thompson found himself regulated to the bench Wednesday night as the Dallas Mavericks made their first major lineup change of the season. The four-time NBA champion was replaced in the starting five by D'Angelo Russell, following a dismal start that has seen his shooting percentages plummet to career lows. The 35-year-old guard's numbers tell a troubling story for the Dallas team. Thompson is averaging just 8.1 points per game while shooting 31.8% from the field and a concerning 26.2% from three-point range, though the team's first seven contests. I have no idea what I just read, but I'm sure Slayanka could translate all that for me. But it continues. These mark represent significant drops from his career averages and have contributed to the Mavericks' disappointing 2-6 start. Dallas coach Jason Kidd's decision to move Thompson to a reserve role paid immediate dividends in Wednesday's 101-99 loss to New Orleans. Coming off the bench, Thompson contributed 11 points in 21 minutes while shooting 57.1% from the field and connecting on 50% of his six three-point attempts. Thompson told the Dallas Morning News that he didn't mind coming off of the bench if it meant helping his team win. "I don't mind. I'm going to play. I'm going to do great things. That's coming. I know it is," Thompson said. "I can be better," he said. "It's going to be better too. I promise, especially myself." However, the benching has sparked arguments among Mavericks fans, with many pointing fingers at Thompson's relationship with Grammy-winning rapper Megan Thee Stallion as causing the problem.
That's
Social
crazy.
media, honey, it gets even. Y'all are going to. Social media has been flooded with commentary about what fans are calling the Stallion effect. "Need Meg to get the fuck away from Clay Thompson, bro," one user said, while another wrote, "Clay Thompson ain't thinking about shit but that ass bouncing around at the crib."
Wow.
The relationship between Thompson and the Houston born artist has been highly publicized throughout 2025. The pair have thrown up social posts displaying them working out together, and recent reports suggest they have purchased a home together in the Dallas area. "I'm receiving love way better than I ever have in life, which is probably why the man that I have now has come into my life, because I was ready to have him. I'm still doing hot girl stuff, but I love him," Megan Thee Stallion said of Clay in a recent interview. Thompson signed a 3-year, $50 million contract with Dallas in 2023 after spending his entire career with Golden State. The move was expected to provide the final piece for a championship caliber roster following the Mavericks' NBA Finals appearance in 2024. Instead, Thompson has struggled to find his rhythm in a new system. His shooting woes have been particularly pronounced as the player once known as half of the Splash Brothers alongside Stephen Curry has failed to replicate his legendary long range accuracy. And then they end this article with like the screenshots of the, let's see, it says Megan drained whatever career Clay Thompson had left right out of him. Clay Thompson should just retire. He's worried more about Megan Thee Stallion than his own team. And then it says Megan Thee Stallion has cursed Clay Thompson. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Girl. So it's the black woman fault. It's the black woman fault. Never mind her.
They always blaming us.
Child, I just
I missed why they said he got benched. I'm sorry. What was the reason why they said they benched him?
I guess because like he hasn't been, from what I'm understanding, because it says,
Performing.
yeah, perform. Uh huh.
Uh-huh. But you can't be fucking before a game. So let's start there.
Oh.
Look,
'Cause, I
I saw
mean,
one dude say he was mad at Clay because he said you getting benched and you get millions and you get to go home to Megan Thee Stallion. He was mad that he couldn't live that life.
And that's hate.
Look, you getting paid to relax on the bench for a little bit and then come in and assist and you still getting your same money? Huh. Yeah, I was like, well, sound like he went into me, but you know, hey, what do I know?
Okay, honey, shit. I barely all this shit I was reading in this damn article. I'm like, what the heck? This is all confusing language. But I
This
said the only
stats.
okay. I was like, what the hell? And I didn't even know y'all had percentages in this damn game. What the hell is going on? Am I looking at basketball or math? Like, well, honey, so that three-letter girl who I don't particularly care for, who can't sing, SZA,
He's talking about scissor, y'all.
uh-huh, that three-letter girl, honey, she just did her best Mariah Carey impression. Because in regards to Nicki Minaj, she says, "I don't know her." So y'all should see I have this Variety article. SZA has no idea where Nicki Minaj feud came from. I don't know her. We have no connection to each other. Ooh, let me refresh this page. I don't know what the hell wrong with Variety, honey. Let me reopen that again. There we go. So, Three Letter Girl isn't an artist who regularly gets involved in controversies, but when challenged, she will push back. That was the situation last summer with oh, sorry. Oh, I see what it is. I'm gonna read this on my phone because they don't like my pop-up blocker. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up on my phone. And let me make a mental note about Variety. Variety, I got your number, husband. Where we at? Where we at? Here we go. Open. Okay, but so we said she will push back. That was the situation last summer. Uh, when first brand rapper Nicki Minaj publicly accused SZA's manager, TDE's Terrence Punch Henderson, of bullying her. SZA responded obliquely, but then the situation devolved into a back and forth too complicated to summarize quickly. SZA spoke about the exchange in the latest GQ. I don't know her, SZA said of Minaj. We have no connection to each other. There's no backstory. Like, there was no through line narrative. It was just like Rock Nation. I don't know where it came from. That's not even my place to correct a narrative that I don't got shit to do with. It was a little strange. It was very like, why? But also, I guess that's not the only controversy she found herself embroiled in. Over the past year, she worked extensively with Kendrick Lamar, who is also managed by Top Dog Entertainment, and found herself getting collateral flack from Lamar's ongoing high profile feud with Drake, which is even more complicated than the Minaj spat. SZA was quick to say that she's friends with both artists and called the situation unfortunate. It was something between two grown ass men. So why would I insert myself between something between two grown ass men, She said. And I feel like that's how everybody felt, with the exception of people who didn't feel that way. I didn't really have any stake per se. Obviously, I love Kendrick. I'm signed to TDE. That's my family. Obviously, I've known Drake for so long and we have a beautiful rapport. And obviously, it's always unfortunate when the unfortunate occurs. Just a whole bunch of word salad, honey. This girl,
Yeah, honey, cause you did the best you've done on that tour. Hold on. Yeah, it paid off dividends for you. Shut up. That feud helped up the ante. Not that I ain't saying taking nothing away from a black woman, but that tour definitely you had to listen to him drag Drake for like a whole year. Girl, bye. You benefited off of that. It's okay. It's okay.
mm-hmm. Y'all know I don't like that hell, honey, with her homophobic ass. Good riddance, honey. I don't know you, girl. Anyway.
You won't even say her letters.
Mm-mm.
Look, when Auntie don't like a bitch, whoo, look, remind me to never get on Auntie's bad side. You hear me?
Well, you can never do that because you're not a homophobic bigot like she is. So,
Or Desiree Perez.
or Desiree, right? But no, don't get me started on her. Well, speaking of Nicki Minaj, so believe it or not, y'all, this next story I actually have a good one about her. We haven't seen one of those in a while. So Nicki Minaj is actually helping the people in Jamaica. Y'all know after Hurricane Melissa.
She
Mhm.
needs to do something. Come on. Good. Shit. Besides crash out every day.
Exactly. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do stuff like this after a crash out, then maybe we'll allow let me stop. but, but y'all see, I just shared this hot new hip hop article. Nicki Minaj launches relief effort in Jamaica following deadly Hurricane Melissa. So Nicki Minaj is giving back to her roots. The Trinidad-born, New York-raised rapper has launched a humanitarian relief effort in Jamaica following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. The hurricane was a Category 5 storm that left widespread destruction across the island earlier this week. According to footage shared online, Minaj's team was seen distributing food, water, and other essential supplies to communities hit hardest by the storm. Videos circulating on social media show her crew on the ground handing out care packages directly to residents in need, ensuring aid reached those most affected by the disaster. Minaj reposted one of the clips on Twitter with the caption that read, Nicki Minaj's team is on the ground in Jamaica, directly distributing essential supplies and providing support to families impacted by the recent disaster. She acted promptly to ensure meaningful assistance is reaching those who need it the most. She reposted the post and added her own heartfelt message. Plus tomorrow and possibly longer. One love, Jamaica, love you. The relief operation comes amid reports that Hurricane Melissa has left thousands displaced and several communities without power, food, or clean water. Minaj's team has reportedly partnered with local organizations to identify the most affected areas and deliver resources swiftly. The rapper's involvement holds particular cultural significance. Though Minaj was born in Trinidad and Tobago, she has long expressed her deep connection to Jamaica's music and culture. From her collaborations with dancehall artists like Beanie Man, Skilly Bang, and Skang, the island's influence on her sound and persona. And remember, she used to date Safari's Jamaican ass too, honey. So there's also that. But anyway, in addition, plenty of artists have used their platform to advocate for help. For example, another artist who has launched his own relief effort for Jamaica is Sean Paul. The dancehall artist took to his social media to ask for donations and said he would match each donation up to $50,000. Furthermore, it's heartwarming to see people come together for humanity in a way that results in tangible help. I mean, listen, I got nothing, honey. Nicki Minaj, you ate that. I mean,
She ate that one little thing, and we could go back to business because she was up there retweeting Trump and Elon Musk. So fuck that bitch. You ate that one little thing. Fuck you, bitch. You a MAGA, and you
yeah.
fucking you been on a fucking what is it, psychosis, manic rants, and sounding crazy, and you refuse to get help, and you talk about people's children. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Oop, and we have a comment. She could try eating cyanide tablets. It's not cyanide, honey.
That is, you know what? I know who that is. And I, I'm glad you're here. I love you. Because, yes.
Likewise, honey. Another real ass Libra. But now this next story, y'all, is so sad. Oh my God, so sad. So I'm sure y'all familiar with Delonte West. I know if I know who that is, and I know y'all know who that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And oh no, because he was doing good. So this don't sound good. Oh no.
It
It
does not,
ain't.
and he needs help, like for real, for real. And y'all should see I have this TMZ article. Delonte West arrested after being found unconscious. So, Delonte West found himself back in the slammer in Virginia, this time for a scary situation. The former NBA star was taken into custody on November 3rd after the Fairfax County Police Department received a call for service regarding a male found unconscious and not breathing, the department tells us. Officers arrived at the scene at a section of Fairhaven Avenue and Richmond Highway with EMS and found him to be breathing. Police tell us they offered to take West to a hospital and he refused. He was so intoxicated, he was arrested for his own safety, they add. Now, I just want to stop right there for a second and say that sentence is bullshit. But anyway, West has since been bonded out, and it's unclear if he'll be facing any charges at this time. His latest arrest comes almost exactly 1 year after the same police department booked him for trespassing. We told you all about it. He had returned to a site he was banned from on November 1st of 2024, and cops had enough evidence to issue a warrant for his arrest. We also broke the news when he was locked up in June of 2024 after he was accused of violating conditions of release and resisting arrest. He had been taken into custody a few times before that as well. And TMZ, y'all shady as hell for how y'all wrote this article. But what I am seeing is a clear like mental health struggle, and police are just like arresting him and putting him in jail and stuff like that. Like, it's he needs help. This
Yeah,
is
you're right. That was bullshit because if he didn't commit a crime, and he didn't want to go to the hospital, you didn't have to arrest him. You could have just detained him until he sobered up.
Well, that's
That's
what
some
that pretty
bullshit.
much means. They just locked him up to sober him up. He wasn't really.
Well, they said something about bond or something like that.
yeah, he
That sounds
bonded
like
out.
arrest.
Well, yeah, you got to.
Yeah, so he was
Uh,
arrested.
well, yeah, but they just lock you up till you get sober, and then they let you out.
Well, but my point, the point is, you have to spend money to get bonded out.
Oh
They
well,
could have just held him and then released
just
him.
let him go. Yeah, I get.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
But
Girl, but
public,
that's not how greed works.
I know,
Yep.
I know.
but public drunkenness is a crime. I mean, he was laying in public, like you know, drunk.
And they were
I
gonna
feel
take him
so
to a
bad for him.
hospital, and he
Yeah,
didn't want to go. So okay, so we just help. We helping him out, but we're gonna arrest him. That ain't helping him.
Well, he wouldn't go
you
to the
know,
hospital. I mean, come on now.
it's so hard because he is bipolar. Mark Cuban had tried to help him for a very long time. His mental illness is serious, and
Yes.
he was one of the better basketball players really to ever play. And he just got caught up. He had mental illness. He
And
spent
drugs.
all his money. Well, mental illness turned into drugs because he's
Right, right, right.
bipolar and he was medicating himself. And now I'm sure it's hard for him to get drugs because people recognize him. So he goes and tries to buy alcohol and he just, but yes, I agree. They could have held him, but they choose not to do that. A, probably because he's black. Two, because they know who he is. And three, why they don't have a reason to. They know that man ain't got no money.
And see, and thank you for adding that layer of information because I didn't know about him. I knew that there was a mental health struggle, but I did not know he was bipolar or suffered from bipolar disorder. So now this
Yes.
story makes a lot more sense.
Yes, and Mark Cuban has tried to help him. Other people have tried to help him, but Mark Cuban had tried to help him a lot, and it comes to the point where they have to make the decision if they want help or not, and sometimes they're just not capable, and he just wasn't capable.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it is, because he's like Bianca said. They've tried to offer him help, and he just can't. He can't let go of that monkey on his back. He's probably gonna wind up ODing at this point on something.
And he used to
Mm.
be so he looks. Oh my God, he used to be so fine, and he just looks so terrible. Like them drugs and alcohol and just living on the streets just did so much to him.
Yeah, you can tell he was once a problem, honey.
Hmm. Well, now this is going to be a whole 180 with this next story, honey. Because speaking of problems, remember the problem we discussed yesterday about Haley Khalil divorcing her ex-husband Matt Khalil because his dingling was too big?
Yeah.
Now he came back and said something. I know that's right.
Well, no, he didn't say anything. Well, yet I'm sure he probably will say something eventually. But what I have is this TMZ article here from a sex therapist by the name of Dr. Laura Berman. And Dr. Laura Berman, she actually says that there was ways that she could have made it happen. So this is about a 3-minute video of Dr. Laura Berman talking about that situation. But she says one that is actually very common among heterosexual relationships is what the guy's too big and the intercourse hurts the woman. But she says, it takes patience, lubrication, foreplay. Like you can get through it if you really want to do it, is what she's basically saying. So let
I
me share.
don't care if I get sedated, baby. 2 coke cans, baby. Shut up, doctor. Shut up.
You can do it. Put your back into it. Ah, you can do it. Put your ass into it.
You would have to give me some damn propofol or something. Hell no.
Look, and we have a comment. I hope we're not about to watch the clip. Yes, we are, bitch. And they're gonna say if they're not showing big dick, don't press play. Well, I'm sorry. And believe me when I said I did search the internet to see if I could find any traces of it, honey, and I could
You was
not.
trying to find it.
I wanted to see them two coke cans. Possibly three.
Yeah, that doctor don't know what the hell she talking about.
But let's see what she and the video is about 3 minutes long. So while this is playing, I'm gonna go get me another cup of coffee. So
You would be surprised how often I come across this in my practice. And we all think, oh, the bigger the better. But it can really become an issue for women in particular when their partner is particularly super well endowed. And there are lots of reasons for that. First of all, the vagina is a potential space, right? It can stretch big enough to let a baby out of there. So technically, it could accommodate a wide piece of equipment. However, for most women, it requires a tremendous amount, when someone is so large, it requires a tremendous amount of communication, relaxation. If she was anticipating pain, which most women do, we tend to clench. It requires a lot of preparation with lubrication. Sometimes women have to use dilators. So it becomes like you can't just have a quickie. You know, for a lot of these partners, they have to really be intentional, use lots of foreplay, use lubrication, lots of relaxation techniques. When I have couples in this position, especially where it's been difficult for them, I really encourage them to schedule sex first of all, so there can be some preparation. The woman often has to really learn, which believe me will serve all areas of her life, some mindfulness practices, relaxation practices, especially relaxation of the pelvic floor. If she has any history of trauma or sexual abuse, that will come up during situations like that. So sometimes that has to be dealt with as well. But for the average woman who doesn't have that history, getting into the relaxation, relaxing those muscles, using tons and tons of foreplay, using tons and tons of lubricant, and lots of communication where you're moving really slowly. Your partner is your ally. Relax, honey, it's okay. Like coaching you to relax, moving really slowly, taking your time. And then over time, she becomes, as she has more and more successful experiences, she becomes more and more open, so to speak, more and more relaxed. There's definitely hope for couples. And there are a surprising number of couples. They're silent usually. So I'm so glad this story is coming up. But there's so many couples that are struggling with this. And sometimes bigger is not necessarily better, or at least not necessarily easier. But you absolutely can have great sex with someone super well endowed. I have seen couples separate over something like this, but usually it's not the only issue in the relationship. And it really comes down to communication and strategy. And what I encourage couples to do who are struggling with this is get support. Go see a sex therapist who can coach you through the techniques that you need to use and the process, kind of coach you through what you need to do to successfully have intercourse on a regular basis, because it's a really important part of every relationship.
So let's see, you got to meditate, burn sage, get a sex doula, and be be blessed by the Catholic Church every time before you have sex. I'm like, girl.
But I said
hmm
that. I literally said like it can't be no quickie. Like
Mm-mm.
if the woman could push out, but like even then,
It's a process.
it's a whole process. And
Yeah.
every time y'all have sex, it's a whole process. That becomes
Hmm.
work. It
It
ain't
does.
fun no more.
Uh-uh. I mean,
So
that sounds like it takes a good hour of, foreplay.
foreplay.
You probably, go bankrupt trying to buy enough KY for lubrication and going slow. And when you can never have a spontaneous moment, like
Never.
you having a romantic date or whatever, and you want to come home and just tear your clothes off and go at. You can never do that with a man who's that endowed. You just can't do it. So it can become a barrier still. because of the process it takes to have good sex with someone endowed like that. Yeah, you can do it, but look at what all you got to do.
Like you said, burn sage,
I
sign a release
mean,
form.
you know what I'm saying? Like a coach, standing by the bed. Okay, okay, go slower, go slower.
And we have a
It-
comment saying she's saying a whole lot of nothing, and then fuck diet Candace Cameron Bure. Oh my God.
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Listen, I'm not doing it. I say it all the time. You got to be under 8 inches to get on this ride. I value my insides, honey.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. Mm-mm, I wouldn't want to have to do that first of all, and then you still have that size, ramming you. Even if you get through all that, that's
Right.
just a lot of meat in there to be constantly
I'm sorry.
subjecting yourself to that. Mm-mm.
Sorry. It was just, it's a lot of meat in there.
There's a lot. That's a lot of meat.
Well, and then on top of that, that man is never experiencing his whole penis being inside a vagina. I can tell
Never.
you that now. He ain't never experienced that
Now
because the human body ain't set up that way.
they
Well, if
got
you want
chicks
to, we can
out
call
here.
Hammy.
They got chicks out here that be having sex with horses and stuff. Maybe you need to go find one of them. They do.
Well, they do, but I
Maybe
don't know
that's your
what you have to
wheelhouse, right?
do. Do you have to get your cervix removed? I mean, I feel like that's what you have to do to move that out the
Not
way
a
for it to.
cervixectomy.
Yeah, you just have to take it out so that now you're just an open cavity, and so it can just go in. I mean, I'm being so
Oh,
fucking for real right now. Like,
I'd have died. I'd have died over here. I'd have died.
you would need
You
to
said an open
remove your
cavity.
whole because our cervix is a wall, and it's just in the way. So take that out,
Okay,
and now you're open cavity. You can do whatever you want.
just a tunnel. My God,
Girl, I'll be laughing about that for days.
you made my stomach hurt with that one. Oh my God. Oh, she said an open tunnel, baby. But hey, you might have a point there. I'm just saying. It
Mm.
sounds like, yeah, a
Look, and
uterus, the
Hammy
new
said, call
vagina.
him for what? You know what?
You need your whole vagina and your uterus. Come on, man. Oh, oh my
Mm,
gosh. Oh, you
that was a
crazy.
good one, honey.
I ain't gonna ask you what happened when you run out of uterus. Oh my God. Oh,
Well, now this next story. So, this whole Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni,
oh, go away,
right? But she is saying that because this has actually caused her to lose like millions of dollars.
please.
So, Blake Lively asked judge for a $161 million in damages in Justin Baldoni lawsuit, as shared here by TMZ. So, Blake Lively says she's lost a boatload of money as a result of Justin Baldoni's alleged smear campaign against her, and now she's asking the judge to award her $161 million in damages. According to new court docs obtained by TMZ, Blake's attorneys claims the actress lost a whopping $56.2 million in earnings, past and future, from her acting and producing gigs, as well as speaking engagements and endorsements. The lawyers also claim Baldoni's reported mudslinging financially hurt Blake's hair care brand, Blake Brown, to the tune of 49 million, along with her drink company, Betty Buzz Betty Booze, which lost 22 million. They also say Blake took a $34 million hit to her reputation after she found 65 million negative impressions about her on social media. As we reported, Blake and Justin are scheduled to face off at trial in March after she used Baldoni for allegedly sexually harassing her on the set of their 2024 film, It Is With Us, and then targeting her with online smears following her complaints of sexual harassment. Baldoni countersued Lively, claiming he suffered $400 million in damages because she defamed him with her bogus allegations. But the lawsuit was dismissed in June when a judge ruled Baldoni didn't have the right to sue for defamation over accusations written in a legal filing. Mm-mm. So I mean, I believe her. Because I saw the smear campaign myself. So, but to the tune of how much money she's saying, now that part I can't confirm, but I definitely did see smear attacks. Making it seem like she was problematic. They used Taylor Swift to do so. All of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that's that on that, honey. Well, got three stories left. My three-story warning. This next story, y'all. Oh my God. Just out of curiosity, are any, and I don't think you all are, but are any of you familiar with a rapper by the name of Crazy Lil G?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, we about to know his crazy ass now, honey. And trust me, it's that name is very accurate. Cause honey. So I have this all hip hop article. You should see where it says here, Crazy Lil G arrested on kidnapping charges by SWAT team. And I just want y'all to look at this man's photo. He is 38 years old. I was like, oh, he's how old? I thought he that photo, he looked like he is like in his 50s going on 60. But anyway, so Crazy Lil G faces serious legal trouble after El Paso County Sheriff's deputies arrested a 38-year-old performer following allegations he forcibly took a 46-year-old woman from her residence near Clint and transported her to a central El Paso home on Tuesday evening. The dramatic arrest unfolded when law enforcement tracked down a white Nissan Armada to the 1200 block of Ann Street, where SWAT officers surrounded the property and ordered the tattooed performer to surrender. Crazy Lil G, recognizable by his distinctive Chuco Town Records facial tattoo above his eyebrows, emerged from the residence with his trademark sunglasses and complied with officers' commands without resistance. Deputies initially responded to reports of suspicious activity where witnesses described seeing a man breach a home's perimeter and compel a woman into the SUV before fleeing the scene. The Major Crimes Unit investigation led authorities to identify Crazy Lil G as the primary suspect in the alleged abduction. The victim, whose relationship to Crazy Lil G remains undisclosed by authorities, was discovered unharmed. uh, Says Sheriff spokeswoman Priscilla I. Contreras confirmed the arrest details in an official statement released following the incident. Crazy Lil G gained notoriety in 2018 when El Paso police officers apprehended him during a live PD episode while he purchased Chester's Flaming Hot Cheetos with soy sauce at a Circle K convenience store. The televised arrest transformed him into what social media users dubbed a local live PD legend, adding an unexpected layer of fame to his hip hop career. The performer now sits in El Paso County Jail without bond, facing felony kidnapping charges. Crazy little G for sure, honey.
Crazy as hell.
Mm, 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 mm. Nice to know she wasn't harmed though. That's good. But shit, I can just imagine that was scary for her. And I told y'all, I even put on Twitter. I uh, I put on Twitter. So right outside of my house, a bitch was sitting. I was in the car having some me time. If you're picking up what
Mhm.
I'm putting down.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, I'm just looking and I see a girl walking. She walked, she got on headphones and stuff. And then a man just like he drove up, got out, and like, get in the car, get in the car, and grabbed her, and then just drove off. So I
Mhm.
took a picture of that shit, and I put it on Twitter as well. But what pissed me off, right? I went around to the because remember I told y'all I've said this in public before. I used to live close by the 75th precinct in East New York, Brooklyn. So I walked right over there, took the pictures that I had, and said, "Hey, some girl I just saw this girl get snatched up, and this is the car that did it." So it was just pretty much like, oh well, what so but what they did do, they did end up sending other officers around to try to meet me and talk with me about it, but they came about like maybe 5 hours later. And then when I was talking to the officers, and I'm telling them what happened, this one of the officers say, "Oh, well, maybe it's her boyfriend or something." I had to tell him, "Well, sir, that doesn't make it any better. Like, are you kidding? I'm telling you, the girl was snatched up." So I say all that to say, like, this shit happens, and you heard I said it happened in this story. They
Mhm.
were driving in the SUV and they snatched that woman up like that.
Luckily, they went looking for her because, yeah, they didn't give a damn about that girl you was talking about.
Mm-mm.
Hope
And
she's
you know
okay.
why. Same
Yeah,
here, honey.
yeah, we know why.
Hmm. Y'all, this next story is so sad. And I just want to start off by saying, like, trigger warning and shout out to Chill for even bringing this story to my attention. I didn't know it because I wasn't even familiar with the celebrity chef. But are y'all familiar with a celebrity chef by the name of Milan Ross? Or I think he goes by Anthony Milan Ross. He was a vegan chef, apparently. And he's also a crazy motherfucker. So I have this story here from the New York Post. And you also see where it says celebrity chef Anthony Milan Ross found guilty of murdering his estranged wife, two children on Christmas Day. My God, my God, my God. So, a disgraced celebrity sheriff in a disgraced celebrity chef in Arizona was convicted of slaughtering his wife and two young kids on Christmas Day, nearly 8 years after posting a cheerful caroling video with his son the night before the killing spree. Anthony Milan Ross, who's 53, was found guilty Monday by a Maricopa County jury on 3 counts of first-degree murder for the killings of his estranged wife Iris and their two young children, 11-year-old Nigel and 10-month-old Honora. AZ Family
Mm,
reported.
mm.
Ross, a local TV vegan chef and cookbook author, killed his family at his apartment when Iris, who had filed for divorce 6 months earlier, arrived to pick up their children on December 25th of 2017. Witnesses told investigators they saw the killer celebrity chef shoot Iris dead outside before he ran back inside. Law enforcement descended on the complex at 4 p.m. and found Iris's body on the front patio of the sheriff's apartment. Ross by then had barricaded himself inside his apartment with his two children. After a tense 7 hour standoff, police stormed Ross's apartment and found one of his children shot dead. As they were clearing the apartment, Ross appeared and opened fire on the officers, injuring one of them. He surrendered after the brief shootout with police and was arrested. Investigators then found Ross's other child had also been shot dead after he was detained. On Christmas Eve, Ross laughed and sang Christmas carols as he appeared a happy, loving father alongside Nigel. I'm smiling and hanging out with Nigel on Christmas Eve, and we're about to embarrass ourselves, Ross said in the video posted on Facebook hours before he killed the 11-year-old. We're going to sing. The video shows the pair performing Santa Claus is Coming to Town together, then finishing the video with a heartfelt Merry Christmas. Ross had also texted his estranged wife's sister, Mary Wogus, during his Christmas Day killing rampage, telling her he had just killed Iris and the kids. I knew that man was very unstable. I knew he had a very, very dark side. I didn't know it was this dark, Wogus told investigators, according to court documents obtained by ABC 15. She also added that the child killer struggled with depression. Iris's roommate, Lashana Achevria, I'm so sorry, I know I mispronounced that, but she told the Arizona Republic that Ross had been harassing her in the weeks before the murders and had shown up to pick up their kids with an armed gun. In addition to the first degree murder convictions, the disgraced chef was found guilty of 3 counts of aggravated assault and 17 counts of assaulting a peace officer. He is scheduled to face sentencing on January 9th of 2026. Ross faces life in prison or death by lethal injection or the gas chamber. Before the murders, Ross prompted himself as a man who had lost more than 200 pounds through a vegan diet and active lifestyle, as detailed in his book, The Change Transforming Your Body into the Person You Want to Be.
Mm.
He,
Wow.
he was also featured in the 2016 vegan documentary Eating You Alive alongside stars like Samuel L. Jackson and James Cameron, and regularly appeared at food and lifestyle events, including the Scottsdale Food Festival and on local news. Mm,
That's sad.
what Kai say? Electric chair.
I'm so tired of
He
men
could have
ugh, killing their partner.
look.
I'm so tired of this. So
What
tired.
happened to self-inflicted wounds for people like that? You could have just did that by on your own. You could have left them people alone.
Because that's not how narcissists work. This man was a full blown narcissist. She filed for divorce. And he tried to make a big statement. He tried to hurt everybody in Iris's family. and
Hmm.
include because after he gonna shoot the girl, gonna text her sister, I just shot Iris and the
That's
kids. Like this is the
nasty.
whole.
That's
That's why he didn't get. He should have killed his fucking self because the world is way better without people like him in it. But
yeah, but there's just been this pattern of, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill everybody and the kids too. That shit is crazy.
And
And
then
it's getting more prevalent.
they want a plea deal so they won't face the death penalty.
No, I bet you need to die. The
What?
slowest of death. Like I
Ugh,
needed to take a really long time. I want you to know you're dying. I need you to know
it's happening slowly.
it's happening slowly. The seconds are ticking by.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You don't deserve anything better than that. You don't. That's terrible. The
and then
children? Ugh.
right after shooting her, then you gonna go shoot an 11-year-old and a fucking 10-month-old. You bitch ass nigga. Like, are you kidding me, man?
Sounds like he
We have.
tried to die suicide by cop. They just didn't kill him. He came out
Mm,
guns blazing, but they didn't kill him. He was too
Yeah.
chicken to do it himself, so he tried to get the cops to do it.
No, and I'm glad they didn't. So, but when he gets a death penalty, I need them to make is I don't know whatever is the slowest process that they have, like pulling each toenail out, each fingernail. I don't know. It needs to be very, very slow.
Hammy suggesting we bring back drawing and quartering. So, wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so sad.
it's happening way too much these days too.
Hmm.
Way too.
Yes, yes. I don't know what's all this copycat behavior. Like you see somebody else do it, and then everybody thinks, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. No, I need you to do something else. Just go on and take yourself out if you're miserable. Please do us a favor.
Hmm. Well, our last story, which is going to be a 180 from this one, because we need to end on like some kind of, I ain't gonna say positive, but like maybe a funny note. So when you think of T Pain, the iconic Tallahassee Pain, honey, and certain methods that he have in the studio, like what would you think like he would use? Do you think he maybe have like a lucky charm or something like that that he uses when he's producing and making music? I know I never really thought about it. I just know he's very talented. But what we know for sure, thanks to Travis McCoy, is that he has some very strange methods. So y'all see, I just shared here by way of all hip hop. T Pain surrounds himself with adult videos while recording, says Travis McCoy.
Hmm.
Uh huh. So Travis McCoy didn't hold back when describing the unconventional recording setup he encountered while working with T Pain on tour, revealing that the chart-topping producer surrounded himself with four screens streaming adult content while making music. Payne's different, McCoy told people. So when Payne's in the studio, even on his studio bus or the studio on his bus, there's four screens and each one is playing a different porn video. The Gym Class Heroes frontman opened up about their creative process, which took shape during Lil Wayne's I Am Music tour between 2008 and 2009. The pair collaborated on several tracks, including The Manual, Tattoo Girl, featuring Lil Wayne, and I'll Never Be. McCoy admitted the visual overload was jarring at first. I was not used to that, he said. I knew that he was the strip club king, and I knew he made all the anthems for single mothers and shit, but I wasn't prepared. Despite the distraction heavy environment, McCoy said he eventually adjusted. It was weird at first, he explained, but I just kind of blocked it out. He suggested the setup may have played a role in T Pain's creative formula. I guess that's what gets him in his zone to make strip club anthems. The collaboration kicked off with a track titled That's Not Cool, which didn't make the final cut for McCoy's 2010 solo album Lazarus, but it laid the groundwork for their musical chemistry. McCoy would often pen verses after shows, then meet up with T Pain to record on his mobile studio. Reflecting on the experience, McCoy called the I Am Music Tour one of the dopest tours I've ever done and credited it with deepening their friendship. He later signed with T Pain's Nappy Boy Entertainment label. So yeah, I mean, when you think about it, and then the clubs, the club anthems that T Pain has made, I mean, look, they iconic for a reason, honey. Look, that's what's it called? Method acting. Like, look, he got a formula and it works for him.
Look, mm-mm. That's, but you know what? I kind of heard that the other producer rapper that we don't care for has a similar situation with that porn stuff. I find that very, that's very low vibrational. That's all I got for that. That's what you need to get you there. Okay, very low vibrational.
Hmm. I wonder if that's what made Kirk Franklin. You know what? Let me not even go there. let, let me not even go there because I'm like maybe Kirk had 4 screens in the church, and I don't know. Allegedly,
Oh
allegedly.
my God.
Look, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
So my gorgeous moon is not feeling it. You know, it sounds like Travis McCoy wasn't feeling it himself. He said it was weird at first, but he just kind of blocked it out. But yeah, I mean, and I know, me personally, only because I guess I know T Pain's like background and then kind of music he makes. I wouldn't be like thrown off by it. However, I can certainly see why you going to work in the studio and motherfucker got like on, and not just in the studio, in the mobile studio as well. So wherever he's recording music, he has to have 4 screens up, and they all have to have a different porn video. That is weird as fuck. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
And very low vibrational. I'm sorry. That is. It's just okay. Okay, girl. I guess.
Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out and before I go wish y'all a great weekend, do any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Oh, go ahead, Chili.
Yes, yes. I want to add a retraction to something I said yesterday about Gladys Knight daughter being killed and one of the people on the ground with the UPS crash. I saw that it looked like some kind of news release on X, and I didn't vet that. I was so shocked by the news. I just like, oh my God, and I reported that on the show, and then I said, well, let me check, after the fact, and I have not found any information to confirm that. So, my apologies to the listeners, and if I caused any distress, I apologize to the Knight family and to the fans. I regret that. It won't happen again. I should know better than to report information without vetting something, that's serious. So, my apologies.
Oh, thank you. And look, it happens. Like, and that was shocking news. So I would have done the same thing. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Ugh.
well, thank you for that, Chill. And did anybody else have any tea that they want to share? Anything I might have missed?
No, babe, I ain't got nothing today. Mm-mm.
Well, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. So we will be back on Monday. So not only are we starting the hot tea cold cash giveaway, some cold cash for that ass, we're starting that on Monday the 10th. But we will also have a special guest, host of Sunny Day on both TikTok and Facebook Live. My friend Sonia, she does a morning show, and when I tell you, I know for a fact you all are going to love her. So she will be joining us Monday as well. So I'll be asking her a couple of questions. And again, thank you for coming to. I can't even talk, and I'm so excited about Sonya. But in the meantime, you all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.